I'm armed with all my ingredients to make my channel a lot better place to be and make it all happy with no negativity. I don't know how I came up with this slogan, they just pop into my head, and this is how I work, and this is how I've always been. You know, it hasn't just suddenly happened. Yeah, I've been doing this all my life, and I'm thinking, you know, might be something in this. And all these, you know, past 2 years, you know, I've been creating Susie Q, but it's all a learning process. You know, you don't suddenly become the person you're supposed to be overnight. I think, you know, most intelligent people of the world know this, and if there's any banging, I'm sorry, this is the real world. I'm living in the real world. You know, I use song as well when I speak. You probably notice, and I'd love it if you could tell me if you notice any songs, lyrics in my sort of vlogs. So anyway, this is sort of a little bit about what's coming up this week. Tomorrow's Saturday. Was it today? Today's Saturday, isn't it? Or is it Friday? Sometimes I come out with some weird quotations as well, and I just wanted to let you know I'm having some new tattoos. I'm having, you know, out of the darkness into the light, the Marilyn Monroe, never have any regrets, because you must have really wanted to do it at the time. What was the other one? I'll have to tell you, but I can't remember. Yeah, and I just found this, I find, because I write in code, and I'd wrote role model. Now I used to be a model before I began this very lucrative business, so I'm going to use that to become a role model, but not a model that takes the clothes. I mean, I never used to take my clothes off, believe it or not. I know. But a different kind of model. No, not a model that stands around doing this and that. Obviously I've just done some modelling as Marilyn Monroe not long ago, thanks to Chloe and Kirsty. So I get names mixed up. Kirsty, my two really nice friends. And at the end of every video I'm going to just open this up very randomly, and the first question that appears to me I'm going to just ask a question, and maybe you like to, you know, I mean, you can email me, susieqramone@gmail.com. I don't even know what we're emailing. susieqramone@gmail.com. Sorry, I have to backtrack sometimes. I'm going to talk about being a hoarder actually, because I'm going to start mixing little bits about me. You know, as I'm doing this, I'm writing out my life story in vlog, but I'm keeping it on private because it's so, you know, I'm writing 2 books simultaneously as well as doing this and everything else, and that's all on file. So I think, why don't you, it's easier for me to speak them, you know, I can type, speed type. And I'm not like bragging, it could probably come across sometimes that I am, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing, and I don't mean to sound authoritatively, you know, like, I'm just trying to explain to you what it's all about. And I'm going to speak tomorrow about the plastics that they put all over our food in shops. Obviously they've got to protect it, that's why I like to go to naturally fresh greengrocers, but obviously it's not always convenient. Sorry I talk fast like I'm on 100 miles an hour, but this is how I have to, otherwise I start slowing down. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, that's even worse. So I'm going to speak about that tomorrow, but I've got to do my own research. That's how I do it, that's how I work. I pass it on through Google. I'm about to Google something I said myself because I can't remember it. And that said, what was it I said? I had to Google something so I could tell you, because I Google everything, Queen of Google. If it wasn't for Google, and I really believe that Google was put here for this reason. That's why there's all what you call teachers who do, you know, makeup things. And I was sorting out some books, and I was going to just give them away because they're just piling up. And I, you know, my friend Claire, she liked them for a baby, because I like to do good deeds, you know, don't do it because I want something in return. You know, those sort of people are just doing it for themselves, you know, we can all do a video about that. And I did mention today about doing a good deed, but not expecting something in return, and then unexpectedly, serendipity, you get something, a little bit from the universe, like maybe you've gone by a scratch card and you win. It's because you've done a good deed out of the goodness of your heart. You know, think about it, it's hardly rocket science. So I'm just saying, putting my point across in the simplest way possible, because, you know, you don't need to know all the ins and outs, do you really? Just keep it simple. Right, so I came across this book when I was looking, so I had 2 bags, and I thought, right, I fill one for myself, for my Poppy, so I really believe I'm going to have a baby one day, and the name's Poppy, and I'm saying this so I can back myself up. In maybe 2 years I'll give that, okay? Just say one day, when it's all in my book and I'm in the papers, because at the moment I've had, well, I didn't realise, and it was a kiss and tell paper for me, well, yeah, today, and I didn't realise that she was, and she was asking me some questions, and I says, well, I don't want to be in the papers, and when she says, oh, but, you know, I says, maybe after, and she says, oh, you know, you could go to the papers with your story, so it will be there around, and at the moment I'm not interested in publicity, just so you know, who needs publicity when you've got YouTube. Anyway, so I had the book, and I said, right, you're only allowed to fill one book, and the rest you have to give away. And this is how I work. So one of the books I came across, I love the titles, I love fairy tales. I'm keeping a lot of my fairy books that I had since I was a child. I'll show you some one day, maybe some of my books. And it's called The Sisters Grimm. I love these kind of stories about the Grimms, and it's called The Problem Child, and that was me. You know, I was a problem child. So I love reading. I'm maybe going to read that book one day. Right. A little bit more about negativity, and so I came across some notes, so I thought, why didn't you read them out? I've been on for 6 minutes. I love this webcam. Why didn't I think of this before? Sorry if my elephants are there in the way. So I just want to read some more of that out, or shall I do that on a separate video? I don't know, I don't want to bore you too much and going on and on about negativity, but there was a point I wanted to put a very cross maybe about it. Don't take other people's negativity personally, and, you know, spend more time with positive people and be the positive person you want to see, you know, in the world, and change the way you think and lead by example, you know, what I'm doing, and make the world a better place. It just reminded me of Michael Jackson, and I just wanted to say, that just come into my head, make the world a better place. You know, it's so true. Practice what you preach even. Sorry if I'm not looking up Spit the Dog. Do you remember 'tis one? I just make a joke if I do something like completely off the wall. Laughter's the best therapy. Laughter is going to clear toxics. I can clear toxics, I'll prove it. I will. Negativity, and, you know, a negative positive life with a negative attitude, that's not going to get, you know, a negative, you know, two opposites. Think about it, solve opposites. So you want positive life with a positive attitude, so think about that. You know, just a few things really. You know, and obviously I wanted to mention negative vampires again. Negative vampires have an endless supply of invitations. Don't ever RSVP. Okay, because you'll end up like them. I just wanted to say that, you know, I want to try and be a role model. No, better role model than I was before. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little quick video. And as you see, I'm laughing. I'm actually laughing my head off. I'm going to pull my socks up and, you know, do something with my life, like my friend once told me when I used to have this real bad depression. You know, I always, to be honest, you know, as I say, keep it real. Yeah, I've always had these little sayings and things, and I can't wait to get my new tattoos. Yeah, so there's so much happening. I say, make it happen. All you've got to do is dream it, believe it, achieve it. You know, just listen to the words you're saying and be very careful you don't attach any negative words to you. You know, you always say, I believe, not the opposite, obviously. So yeah, I'll catch you later, and I might even make another video because I'm on the windowsill. Well, I'm not actually on the windowsill, you know, myself. I'd fall through the window, flying through the air like a bird in flight. It's ridiculous. I don't. Maybe it's the steroids. I don't know. It's just me. As you know, last 2 years I've always been like this, so I can't really blame that, can I? I don't know. It's just me. It's only me. You know, as I said in the book, it's all about me now. And so I'll be sort of beginning this sort of vlogs and really enjoying them. You know, it's all free for, as I said, just going by whatever's in my head at the time. So if you see any little Susie Q's, because I've like smashed all over the floor. Because I fell out the window. Because I am actually on the windowsill. Got my laptop on the windowsill. This is my new office. I'm calling it my office. Step into my office at the beginning of every video. Step into my office. It's so funny. And it's making me laugh. And this is how I'm going to clear toxics. And I'll prove it once I've had me up. which I'm really looking forward to, because I'm going to go to my daughter Rebecca's and I'm going to really do her wedding. No, I'm not. She's so beautiful. And Tom, you know, make them laugh when I'm high on all these natural what the hospitals give you. So unfortunately, you know, says I'm going to have a operation and then I'm walking away to never to go back ever again and do something revolutionary. And I'm so excited. I'm very well driven. You know, I've always believed. So all you need to do is believe. So I'm going to go